What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hey, Jim, how's it going? Marco, good to see you. Hey, KC. Evening, Kelly. Hey, Stacy. Hope y'all are doing well this evening. How's your week going? And are you ready for the weekend? It's been a busy week, to be sure. Part of my week included a trip from Virginia down to North Carolina to visit some teammates, and that was a lot of running around on that day. Not a whole lot new in this week, so we'll wait a little while to do that. What's everybody carrying today as well? Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I did make some changes to the microphone, so I've learned a little bit more about the settings in OBS for the audio. Some of the feedback I had gotten from folks that use their earbuds are a little bit of peaking happening at times, especially like if I was to get excited and my voice raised a little bit. So I started researching a little bit more, and tonight will actually be the first time that I've used those settings. So I am curious about how I'm sounding, how I'm coming through to you guys. Stacy said every day is the same for me. Hopefully that's a good thing, Stacy. Hopefully that is a very good thing. No drama, nothing nerve-wracking or unsettling. That is the ideal situation, right? Did I say hello to everybody?
Hello there.
I didn't drop my hello there in. Yeah, so and one of the things too, so with the audio settings that I've set up, it's supposed to be so like you can hear the noises, and then unless I'm talking, it's just not picking it up. So I've learned a lot with it. It'll be interesting to see how it pans out because I have to pull in the audio from the camera when I'm recording to do a review to give you guys the sounds of the knife and what it's making. So I just thought this was more interesting from a voice perspective, and then when I'm getting into the streams and stuff. And there's a lot that's been going on because I forgot I had to cancel last week. Last week was the snow. I had to cancel for last week, right? Is that right? I feel like that's right. I don't even know. Let's see something real quick as well. Okay, we'll do that in a little bit as well. Um, so I think there's potentially some big news on my end to share with you guys and what has happened. Hey, John, how you doing? Good to see you. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Throw your pocket dumps in the chat. Let me see what you guys are carrying, guys and gals are carrying today. And then, yeah, I really don't have too much to go over. I haven't had a chance to look at new releases and what's coming. The only thing that I saw most recently, can't remember what email it came from, was that I think Spyderco dropped a new titanium Tenacious because I remember it being the Integral Lock Tenacious or the Integral Lock Spyderco or something is how it was being advertised. And I was hoping for a little bit of a steel bump on that particular model because ergonomically it's a really nice model, but it's still the 8CR, which, Spyderco 8CR is probably comparable to like a VG10 with how well it performs, but a little expensive and a little disappointing to have a titanium knife that they're making, but it has 8CR. And if I recall correctly, I think the Tenacious, isn't that made from, that's like one of the few knives that they make out of their Chinese factory? Is that right? Somebody will let me know. Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you, Kathleen. Appreciate the feedback. Audio sounding good. I do see the camera on my end seem to be having a little pulsating, and that might be from the lighting. I don't know if I should turn it up some more or... Oh, that's the wrong remote. Let's see. Just a touch more. Does that do anything? Okay, that it stopped on my end. I don't know if you guys were seeing it, kind of like on the background, I think was getting like a little jump. I don't know if that's the right thing to say. All right, Jim with the first pocket dump got the Asher Barlock Spyro, Vosteed Mini Nightshade, and the Conicom Edition Omiso Fixie from Amazon. Very nice. I don't think that I've heard of that one, Jim. Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. Hey, Brian, how's it going, my man? Good to see you.
Hello there.
Appreciate you stopping by. Just checking out what people are carrying and starting the live on up. We got a good group in here already. Actually, why is it not showing me my stats down there? Refresh, please. Yep, that's the one. Okay, that was weird. It wasn't pulling up my information. Oh, I think that's normal actually. And it was fun. It was fun to be on this past Monday. If you guys joined to hang out with KC, it was my first time being a guest on there. Hopefully, he will bring me back. I enjoyed that a lot. I keep forgetting that I actually tested like a long time ago with my youngest a guest setup. So I need to think about trying to get someone on and actually testing that out and seeing how it actually will work in practice instead of the testing. Um, might actually just have my son join me for 15 minutes one night to be my guinea pig so I can work through the aches and pains of it and the mechanics of it. I don't think it's very hard, but it's a little bit easier to test with someone that's in the house so that I know. Kelly's got the Devo Chaser with flamed, what do they call it? Flamed camo. Am I saying it right? I think that's right. D Rocket Loom Leaf and pickled steel SWD red Freya. LOL. Oh, okay. Interesting. I might have to go check that out a little bit later. Hey, Mick, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hello there.
Appreciate you joining. That seems really loud. Hopefully that's not coming through too loud on y'all's end. John said, flicking my one-tracked mind IRE. Hey, Drew, dude, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
Hello there.
Good to see all of you, actually. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it, man. It was nice to be on with Casey. I know that we have a little bit of a different style as far as presenting and everything, but I think it makes for a good time, makes it a lot of fun. A little weird. That's the I've been on a couple. I think Greg, I feel like someone else had me on. And when they're using Streamlabs, there's the delay obviously, but I have to turn the audio off on the chat so I can try to keep that in like my peripheral in case someone's talking to me or I can answer someone. But it's a little weird when you forget because there was that delay. Like I forgot to mute him on the actual stream versus the Streamlabs. Sorry, StreamYard. And it was that delay, and it's so trippy to have that delay happening. Um, on my end, it's unrecognizable. Y'all just get the delayed feed from me. Um, I thought it was I thought it was flame camo, something with camo that he liked. Someone suggested it. I thought it was flamed camo. I know it's a camo. I know it's the flamed ano, but I thought he had like a weird name to it or something like that. Sorry, I was trying to click off. What grail did you get? Ah, that's right underneath. The Grismo Norseman. Well, congrats to you, man. We're going to give you a little congrats. That's a big purchase. Saving up for it. I totally get that. So kudos to you. Now, the question is, are you super excited to have it? You got that feeling now that you have it in hand. And what do you think about it? I don't know if you've ever handled one before. So if this is your first one, first time handling, I'm curious to see what you think. Stay away from the Mars. That's awesome, man. That's a sweet pickup. That is an awesome pickup. All right, we got a few people in here. I just realized it's end of the month. Apparently, I've been holding on to giving some memberships away. So we're just going to give the last 5 away before we roll into a new month. And then that way I'll have my fresh set to give away. So congrats to Robert Feely, Kristen Noble, Kevin C., Lonnie Hutchinson, and Sharp Obsession. All of you guys get the free gifted membership that I'm allowed to, as you can see here, donate as part of my live stream and having the channel. Oh, camo flame dano. Okay, got it. I knew what's that. I knew it had camo in there. I just couldn't quite remember where it was in the name. Where it was in the name. Drew, do you did you post any pictures on Instagram? Impressively big like a Spartan Harsey, but super thin. Incredible action. That doesn't surprise me. Looking at people handling them, even when they're like brand new out of the box, they look like they just right on the verge of being a guillotine on clothes, if not a guillotine. So that's awesome, man. I'm happy for you. I know that's awesome, big time purchase. Yep. Oh yeah, good call, Jim. And sorry, Mick. You do get access, early access to videos that I'll be posting. You'll get to see them first. You get the. I need to update. I still have the JD for EDC stickers in there, so I need to update those to the Daily Gear Guide stickers. All right, so let me go ahead and update you guys. Uh, I was having a hard time with my Forester. Okay. It was paid off, no car payment, which was like the main benefit of keeping that vehicle. Well, beginning of summer, I want to say, started getting some howling from the wheel bearings in the back. So I took it in, didn't have the time to do it, didn't have all the tools I needed anyway, and got those replaced. All was good. I think I even took it to Blade Show and back, no issues. Then about 3 months later, the howling started to come back, but it only come back at like 53 and 65 miles an hour, and it wasn't quite as loud. So I tried to take it back, and uh, they said they couldn't hear it. I still thought it was coming from the rear, but I was anticipating them saying, one of the front ones started to go bad, and I figured it was just kind of the way it was vibrating through the drive shaft to the axles in the rear. So they couldn't hear it. I was like, that's fine. I'll drive it. And then it eventually around January started to get loud enough to where I could take it to them. And he deduced that he definitely felt like it was the right front. And he thought the left rear had gone bad. So replaced it, no charge. And then I bought the other one. All right. So I know this is a little long winded. The noise was still there. So I was like, all right, it's just got to be that last wheel bearing, he probably deduced it wrong. It's that last wheel bearing. And that had gotten quite pricey taking it in. So I found on Rock Auto for like $100, like 101, a brand that I trust that I've used in the past. And I brought it home and started to do everything myself. And when I tried to remove it, it had so much corrosion, I couldn't really tap or knock it loose. So I looked it up, and the suggestion was to use like an air hammer if you have like air tools and a pump, not a pump, a tank. So I put it back together, ran up, bought one real quick, an air hammer, brought it back, and then I put the adapter on with the socket tool and put it on the 14, and it was such an angle that I was trying to get to it, and I was hitting it off, and the angle that I had when it was trying to hammer it off, it jumped and it pinched the boot on my axle just enough, with just enough impact to just a small slit on it. So I tried a little bit more because I was like, all right, let me try to get the rest of this off, and it wasn't working. So then I tried to take like a 5 pound mallet to it, and I hit one of the four corners where the screw was or the bolt was, and it started to knock it in. So I was like, all right, let me cut my losses. Let me take it to him. And I just was frustrated at that point, took it to him. And when I came home, I was like, there's got to be a better tool. So after I dropped it, I researched it and I found two really good tools. Anyway, got the axle replaced. He didn't double charge me the labor time since he had to go in there anyway, and it was my part. So he cut me a little bit of a deal. All four wheel bearings replaced, and it was still making the noise. And at this point, I had probably spent close to $3,000 on the car. So I decided to trade it in. Let's see here. I see some message I don't want to miss. I saw someone saying, hey, drummer, how you doing? Good to see you. Uh-oh, Mick says, you have a bad oil leak on the minivan. That's not good. Hint of danger. Did I miss it? Hey, Kevin Smith and Knives, how are you, my friend? Good to see all of you tonight.
Hello
Thanks
there.
for coming and hanging out. Just in the middle of the story about, hey, Richard, how are you? Got the Fox Knives Libar slip joint in carbon fiber. Nice. Did I miss anybody else's pocket dump? Big Hams, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I think I am. Did I miss anybody? Anissa, what's going on? Good to see you. I think I got everybody. John in the house. Good to see you. So anyway, I had decided to trade in. Long story short, I looked at Wrangler Sahara because I really loved my old Jeep. Kind of regretted getting rid of it. And then I had been researching Tacomas because my game plan was to save, like 3 years worth and then put something big down to be able to afford the TRD off road. I didn't want the pro, I just wanted the off road. And I had been researching the new stuff, not anticipating having to make a move now. So I wasn't ready for that. And I have you know how it is like with the knives, I have that comfort level of where I'm okay spending and I don't want to go above it. Kind of the same philosophy with the vehicle. So I ended up picking up a 23, so new to me, Tacoma TRD Sport. The Pro was just a little bit out of my price range, and if I could afford it, it was like, not that that matters on that motor and transmission, but you're looking at like 80, 90,000 miles, and I'm trying to get into something to where I can try to pay it off quick and then hang on to it for a little while without a car payment and then save up for whatever, the next one's going to be. But anyway, so new Tacoma, and as Ray from Everyday City Carry says, everything is content. I'm recording stuff related directly to the Tacoma, but I don't think it's appropriate for this channel. I haven't decided. I would either have to just do it as separate extra uploads on this channel or just do it under my personal account on a separate channel, kind of where I have like some mountain biking related stuff that I used to do before I got into this channel. This channel kind of really took up all of my time that I had in my free time. So there hasn't been any mountain bike video content in like 3 years because that's about how long ago I started this channel. Am I missing anybody? El Navajaro, what is up, my brother? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by tonight. I appreciate it. Brian, what's going on? Got the Migron Mallory flipper at work today, and when I got home, my first T-Kel came in with it's an accomplice. So dang sweet. Okay, it's an accomplice. Accomplice? Am I saying that right? Hopefully I said that right. Spending $2 on vet bills. Aha, there it is. I was looking for the I was looking for the correction on that. That's a lot, man. I do feel for you. Vet bills can be real expensive. They can hit the wallet real hard. Kevin Smith and I said, use my Vosti Thunderbird all day. Let my CKF Rotten Evo 3 tag along. Hey, I have setups just like that. A lot of the times um, my one of the two, right? The main or the companion carry will be the one that gets the most use, and the other one's just kind of hanging out and maybe gets an occasional use here and there. Let's see, 100. Yeah, I know, but I like it to, and that's probably about when they really start to break in well. But I wanted to get it as low as I could to give me, you know what I'm saying, give me as much breathe room as possible during the payoff period. Um, but it's a cool. They're nice trucks. They don't have as much tech features as you would have thought. You'd probably be surprised, but the Wrangler actually had more features, options, and tech on it at like $1,000 less in price. But the Tacoma is going to be more useful around the house. I feel like with the bed, going to and from Home Depot, Lowe's, taking stuff to the dump, um, and then on the Forester, I had to install a hitch, and then I had the hitch mounted bike rack when I wanted to go mountain biking. So now I can do the tailgate cover and hook that up and just throw it right over top of the tailgate and stitch it down so that I can just roll right up to the park behind my house and ride, which is great for me. Am I missing anybody? Marco. All right, so today in my pockets, I have my stone washed Kunru Padre. You can see it gets a fair amount of use. I really like this one. It's just super comfortable ergonomically. Um, Probably like one of my 5 most hung on to knives, but I just really like this one a ton. I did check out the Compadre because I was like, well, with the choke up spot, I always have so much left over. Unfortunately, my fingers where they landed because of the size of my fingers, I just couldn't quite get into the grip. So I feel like this one's a little bit more appropriate size for me. I love this one. I'll probably always be in the collection. I can't see myself getting rid of it for any reason. And then in the organizer, you guys know I love these little art company organizers. I have my Kubi Momentum. So this one here being more gent-esque for the little bit of time that I was in the office this morning, in case I needed to get into a package or open something. I got it with the flame amno. Really like that. Not the camo, but the flamed ammo. I did tune this one up a little bit. This one does have skiffs, whereas the multi-row bearings are still on the Padre. And then the newer version of the Land Apple with the smooth finish. This one's stone washed to kind of mash. I need to stone wash the pocket clip. It still has kind of that satin look to it. I did the other one and I loved the way that it came out. Like I did an acid etch and stone wash. Um, Sorry, little pocket on there. But I got the Timascus inlays. I mean, not the Timascus. I have the tritium inlays or inserts on that one. It's focusing on my eyes. But I like this one. It's a great size for me. And then I think the mini. Do I have the mini? The slim. Mini slim. Tactile turn. Bolt action. I think that's the one I picked up at Blade Show last year. I'm going to miss Blade Show, but with everything that's happened this year, I am tapped. There'll be no Blade Show trip this year at all. War Room EDC, what is up, man? Hope you're doing well. Pardon me. Jim says my 2021 Tundra SR5 off-road has 111,000 was like new. Had 111,000 was like new. That's nice. I had a I think it was a 2009, I'm pretty sure. 2009 Tundra SR5 with the tech package on it. And I think I picked it up with like 60,000 miles on it. Like no mileage. Those motors, those V8s that had the 5.7, those motors are awesome. And I didn't have the full crew cab. I had like the extra cab. So it was enough at the time for the kids to kind of be back there when I had my boat, but that's what I was using to pull my boat. Such a nice truck, man. They're so well made. They do not take any shortcuts with the build on that. and fastening everything together. Absolutely. Absolutely. Take advantage and enjoy, Kevin. Appreciate the support. Those channel members, along with the affiliate links, are really what keep the channel going and allow me to be able to do these reviews and do stuff with you guys. It's the best version, Kevin. It's the only version to have. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let's see. I gotta kind of. It looks a little weird because it's hard to show. All right, so this going up and down. No, I'm going the wrong way. Going the wrong way still. So this is from the mini harpoon, and then this is from a long time ago where a chainsaw nipped through my glove and caught the top of my hand. So good thing I had the glove because who knows what would have happened. But you can see that kind of wraps around. So it looks really gnarly. It almost looks like X marks the spot. It's that poor finger, man. Glad to hear it, my man. Glad to hear it. Everybody new coming in, feel free to throw your pocket checks into the chat. Take a look at what y'all are carrying. Something came in. Oh, I know what that was. I think that's the did you guys see that? I posted that. So obviously one of the things that I was looking at, I have the Owala. I love these water bottles. I alternate them. So I wash these daily to, eating food and the possibility of backwash and all that. So I have this one and I have a black and gray one. But I love to carry these, but they don't, because of the 40 ounce, they don't fit in any of the cup holders. And I found that cup holder adapter that I put up in the community post, and that thing works fantastic. The only thing is, if you move it by accident, where it has the adjustment plate for the size for the fingers, so it has the size adjustments that go in and out. If you bump it and twist it, what'll happen is it'll tilt, and then you got to kind of figure out where the spot is, and it messes up with it. So I found one that has like a taller base, so it'll go down in further, and then it's a little skinny, and then it pops up. So I'm gonna try that. And then what I thought about after that, they have those little like silicone catch mats that you can put in the bottom of the cup holders that'll raise it up just enough to keep those teeth from hitting. So I can probably do one or the other or both, but I think that's what just got dropped off. Where are you headed, Kevin? Did you say earlier? Maybe you said it and I missed it. Or maybe you're talking about, no, next Thursday. You're not talking about Blade Show. Where are you flying, my man? Big Hams. I bought my Yukon with 96,000 miles on it. With 96,000 miles, that's new to me for a Yukon. Does it have the LS motor in it? Mick says, yep, me too. I am triple tapped and I do not even want to know what the mechanic is going to hit me for. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully it turns out to be something minor-ish. Like I know mechanically it's never minor to where it's cheap to get off, but hopefully it's minor-ish. Kelly says, sorry, more listening as I'm doing other things. So sorry if I miss anyone saying hi or saying hi to anyone popping in. It's all good, Kelly. We know that you want to talk to us. Kevin C, I have a 95 4Runner. Tanks, runs forever. That's what I like to hear. Hoping for the same thing. Oh, it jumped up on me. Sorry. Like me almost. No, I can't. It can't. That's not all that's happened to that poor finger. We won't get into all of it. What happened, Mick? Had to get out the super glue. Yikes. War Room's got the PM2 and Rec 76. Is that right? Rec 76? I don't think I know that one. Arcform Theory, Vosteed Hedgehog, TKL Agent 002. 002. It's like having the insurance, and the insurance kind of prevents it from happening. Nothing wrong with that. Big Ham's carrying the Bridgeport 395, Sage 5, Vosteed Acorn, formerly known as yours. Good to go. Oh, you know what? There is a new exclusive I thought I saw. Yeah. There's an exclusive over here. He's going to laugh when he sees this. The Rex 76 paramilitary 2. Have a solid 2002 Nissan Frontier V6 Desert Runner. Yeah, Frontiers are pretty solid, and they've had that V6 forever. Same as the V6 and the Tacomas, I feel like. Going to Texas next Thursday. Yeah, Blade Show is next weekend. Gotcha. Okay. Well, have a safe flight. I know it's hard to tell. I was playing because I actually was planning to show you guys this PM2 and Rex 76. G10 too. Check that out. Brick G10. I like that pattern. I wonder if they picked that. Apocalypse facing the wrong way. I had a paramilitary 2 a long time ago. That's a really good price. You'll see these when they finally sell out on Blade Binge for like $350 or something stupid. I've seen some really dumb prices on there. But anyway, looks like it's available now. If you do decide to pick one up, use your boys' links. Helps the channel. Really, really helps the channel. I saw this. It is the auto. I saw this green. This green is really cool looking. I like their fish scales. I really like the TR3. It's so comfortable ergonomically, and it fires so well. 154 CM from ProTech hits so well. Such a great seal. Is this C? Yeah, 154 CM. It's not CMP. CPM. Sorry, CMP. I saw that come in. I don't think I saw anything else. They got the Sage 5 lightweight. Is that going to be a magnet cut? It is magnet cut. You guys know I love. I'm waiting for the Sage 6 with the smock lock. I do really like the Sage 5 though. I actually like it better than the Para 3 lightweight. I like the blade shape and I like the ergonomics a little bit better. I was bad dad humor, man. Your bighorn. I think that's what my stepfather has is a bighorn. I think that's what his is. His is all black with the chrome. It was his retirement truck. He was like, I want to get one last nice one and pay it off before I retire. Sure enough, as soon as he paid it off, he waited a few more months and checked out. I was like, good for you. And this, my dad has an 05 Frontier that has been kicking. Low mileage, all things considered. Learned to drive stick on it, but wasn't brave enough to buy my own car as a stick. Oh man, I miss having a stick. I think everything I owned was a manual transmission until I was in my 40s, man. I think everything I owned was manual transmission. Haven't had an automatic since like my first car I owned. That's not true. I did have one other one. But even like, well, the Tundra, which was my truck, but my daily driver was still a manual. But my Tacoma, my Tundra, and my Titan that I had before that were automatics. And I did own a Lexus IS 350 in there. That was an auto, but I think it was like think no, it wasn't a dual clutch auto. I think that was the ISF that I'm thinking of. It's been so long. I know, man. I know my humor is super dry tonight. I apologize, guys. Mick says the GMC Jimmy and the Blazer were awesome. Those are good. My uncle had a Blazer with 350,000 miles on it, and it still drove like a dream. Really, like a dream. Six, man, you got six PM2s. Wow. Yep, you're looking at it. It's right there, Nisso. Link down in the description. Head on over to GP9s, pick you one up. Magnet cut, American made, Sage 5 lightweight, 176 is an awesome price. Taiwan, I said USA. I was like, wait, I think I got that wrong. I'm thinking of the Para 3 lightweight. Man, I only have my Manix 2 lightweight left. I'm still waiting for, it probably won't happen until next year, but I'm waiting for an exciting steal in the Bodacious because that's what I really want to check out. Hey, Dwayne, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Hello there.
Appreciate you stopping by tonight. I also have a TR3 on my table right now. Auto and what are they calling the manual? I forget what they're calling it. Let me close this blind. My lights are like shining out of the bedroom. Pitch black now. Is it it's not the integrity. What are they calling their the manual? I don't think it's that new where it'll be here. Oh, they got some batteries in it. 18650 batteries. They got some bottle opener. Rescue glass breaker. They got some interesting stuff in. There's some hinderers if you're interested in hinderers. The Eclipse. Hollow ground slicer. Interesting. I wonder with the hollow grind if it's really a slicer. I'm just kidding. Left hand Tonto Sabenza 31. They got a fanny pack. I was looking at these earlier. So I do like the McNees. I'll own one day. They got a couple autos. I want the manual though. I don't want the auto. I'm way behind on the chat. I'm sitting here browsing. Just a browsing away. Anissa said, I took my quiet carry drift snorkeling the other day. My sister said she saw a shark. I was freaking ready. That's awesome. Big Hams had an 84 Blazer with a small block. Nice. Oh, nice, Kevin. That's awesome. Oh, you're looking to upgrade now that you paid it off. All right. Auto TR3. I think mine was black with I think it was their static wash. I got some I've never heard of this Woolacraft wallets. Integrity. Thank you. I'm not crazy. It is called the Integrity. What are they putting on this steel? S35VN too. They bumped it up a little bit because I think mine was 154 CM. I mean, you really can't beat that. USA made. You know, ProTech does a fantastic job with their button locks. Look at that. They got a small Sabenza and Cinco 475. I thought, oh, because it's small. I guess the large is 500. I thought that was like the cheapest Sabenza you could get was $500 now. Yeah, they got some nice ones. What's the difference between that one and oh, the scales? I didn't even notice that. It's got the reptile scales. Okay. And then this one has the other ones, I'm guessing. Smooth scales. This has got the smooth scales. Yeah, that's the difference. A little hard to tell with the black. I wasn't picking that up. So crazy to see those in stock. Not going to get into flashlights tonight. Ooh, but that Dawson, that one's really nice looking. How much is that? Oh my goodness. I would buy my McNeese before I bought that flashlight, man. Even the aluminums are 350. That's nuts. That is nuts. I use my flashlights, but I also would be afraid I wouldn't want to use that because I would want to keep that so clean. Something going off over there. I think it's raining again. Yup, it sure is. It looks so sweet with the fluted carbon fiber on it. Detent on mine was just a little soft. You had to really flick it. That looks fresh. I like that. I like that a lot. M398, right? M390MK, not 98. And everything else I think we've seen. These are the Spydercos that are going to be coming. Man, I hope they come out with a Bodacious soon. Anyway, that is so bright. We took a look at some stuff, some fun stuff. What was that? Can someone explain the CRK names and line up to me? I don't really get the extra little names and numbers. I mean, are you asking the difference between the Incosi, the Incinco, the Incosi, Sabenza, and Umanzan? I think they're like native names. I know Umanzan, I think, is chief. I think the Incosi. I looked it up one time. I can't really remember what it was. Nice. Those are always fun. A Monte Carlo SS. Oh my lord, someone stole it from Mick. Was it the old box or was it the I don't know what they call it, the re-released one that they did in the 2000s, somewhere in there? All right, let me share what came in this week while you guys chat it up. All right, so this one's coming in via the pass around. This is the LCT Quiet Carry Drift. Beautiful knurling. The knurling pattern on there is awesome. I had the LC, and the LC, I want to say, was LC200N with the contoured, large contoured scales. This one has the titanium, so it's the LCT, and it is Vanex. A little tight. Usually these are a little bit looser. It doesn't look like Kevin skiffed this one, but very comfortable ergonomically. If you want something super comfortable ergonomically, this is the one that you want. This is really well done. They do such a good job with their static wash. Just awesome model. It's really, really well done. And then that's it for the pass round. It's been a light week for the pass round. And then for me, this is going in the collection, CMB Braveman. I really like this a ton. It has that full hand rubbed satin finish on that S35 VN, all titanium scales with a titanium, backspacer, went past the backspacer, pocket clip. They did a good job. This one is tuned super, super well. So very satisfying to flick. You can kick it out with authority because you can ramp up on it. Full 4-finger grip. Nice contouring. A little sharp down here on the bottoms because of the way they designed it. Doesn't really cut into the skin, but you can feel like the sudden termination of where that design cut is. The other one that came in that I picked up is the Alpha. Picked one up. All of these with my own money. I really like this one a lot, but man, that pocket clip. And this Rob from Rob's Nerdy Knives told me to take a little bit of laminate paper and like fold it over multiple times to raise it up. So that's with like pretty much a tiny, tiny spacer in there. I am going to try to go a little bit thicker, like a shim, and see if I can get it up a little bit more. I can almost get it all the way in the pocket. But what has happened, I'm going to have to bend the pocket clip tip down, is it's now become a tapper. So you can see it's raised up ever so slightly. I like everything else. And the pocket clip is actually comfortable in the hand. Oh, man. I think the 21 to the 31 is just like their version 3. I'm not sure what the numbers represent. I don't know the history like that. And I feel like the Sebenza is like their OG model. I feel like the Inkosi is more of a heavy use, more heavy duty knife. And then the Umanzan, I feel like I don't know if I would call it tactical, but I feel like that one is more of like their bruiser in their lineup. They're also similar. It's tough to tell the difference, but the Inkosi, I think, tells you more pronounced where to put your first 2 fingers on it. And I don't think the Sebenza does that as much. It's a little bit more neutral. They're not wildly different, but you could really say that about Vero or EMP EDC for some of their models. 91 Monte Carlo. Okay. I don't know why I thought 2000s. You're right. That was in the 90s. I do remember that. I worked with someone that wanted one of those. He said, I hate when I break out the quiet carry. I don't own that one. That one's in the pass around. The last one that came in was the one that G-Ball recommended that I check out. That is going to be the Crusoe. I showed this, I think, on Casey's Live Monday as well. This one came in recently. I like the model. It gives me Sebenza vibes. Not to say that it's a Sebenza knockoff, but it just kind of gives me those vibes. I like the thickness on this one. It's a nice chunky knife. It feels more like a worker. I just don't like the pocket clip placement. And then the edges, I haven't had a chance to do anything with it to try to knock it down, but the edges are a little bit sharp on this one. So right here, I kind of feel that a little bit digging on that corner, just that corner, digging into the palm, and it's a little high. So you definitely know that the pocket clip's there. Whereas I think if they would have put that pocket clip in line with the pivot, I think it would be down out of the way enough. And it definitely could do that, because when you close it, it wouldn't be anywhere close if you had that in line with the pivot. I know you can't really see the blade that good, but if you could, there you go. You'd be able to see, put that pocket clip in line with the pivot, wouldn't have been anywhere near the tip of the blade. So they definitely could have done it. So I just don't understand. I don't understand the clip location on that one. It's never a bad deal when you get a good return on it. Yeah, I like the LCT. The titanium and the Vanix are a major upgrade on it, but I also liked the LC200N version of it with the G10 show side scale. I think that was probably like a really good user worker model. You could definitely beat on that, cut with it. It's definitely hand filling without being too obtuse in the pocket. So I liked that one a lot. Easy recommendation. I need to probably this weekend see if I can fix. I want to carry this one more, but that pocket clip gets on my nerves, man. I know I can't show it on screen. I'll try to catch it in the review video, but going in and out of the pocket, just, it's so close to that scale. Like that tip needs to be just a little bit taller, and then the height here needs to be a little bit taller, and then the bend. a little bit more aggressive, like right at this point. So bent down more aggressive here, and then bent up more aggressive there. But it is, the scales are contoured. I know probably hard to tell it, but they're contoured. It's so comfortable, guys. This is a great size. I got number 40. What did I get? Yeah, number 40 of 60 out of the Stonewash. So it was a low run. It sold really quick, so hopefully they'll bring back some more, and then they'll revise the pocket clip. It kind of had that feedback to Kevin about the tall boy. My pocket clip snags really harsh. You got to get it just perfect to go in and out of the pocket. Yeah, I think that's the way to do when you want to pick up something a little bit more expensive, or, and I know that this is not what people want to hear, but you can do the route that I go, which is I'll sell some stuff that maybe I haven't been carrying as much as others if I really want something, so that'll fund that purchase. 21 and 31, aren't they small and large? I don't know, because we just saw a small Sabenza 31 on, I thought we did on GP Knives, did we not? Yeah, small Sabenza 31. I think it's just the newer version of it, right? So there's a Chris Reeves small Sabenza 31. It just happens to have the Insinco blade shape. So I think the 21's the old one. I think the 21 has like that weird, I'm trying to remember where it's at. Has like the weird random hole on the scale. Why don't we just Google it, JD? 21. Yeah. So this is a 21. It has that weird random hole here. Not really sure what that was meant for or what it was supposed to accomplish. And then when you look at the Chris Reeves and Cosi, that one has the two holes instead of the one. Trying to find a good shot of it here. So that has the two holes. So it has the first one, and then it has the second one, and then so it has a little bit more of an aggressive scallop to it. There's another picture of it. You can really see it there. But if you go back and look at that Sabenza, even the 21, I think, yeah, the 21's more neutral, and it just has the gradual scallop right here. So that's really kind of your difference between the Sabenza and the Nkosi, is just the ergonomics are different. I think people think they look alike because they have a similar drop point shape, but the handle is very different. I think there's also with the Nkosi, I think the Nkosi has a little bit of a different butt on it. I want to, there we go. This might have a better angle. Yeah, it has a little bit of a different butt on it. But the ergonomic presence, you can tell the difference when you hold it two in hand. You can definitely tell the difference. I'm done. I'm done. Oh no. And then of course the Umanzan. That one just has, it has the two big scallops, and then it's a much chunkier knife in hand. You can distinctively tell the difference. The Sabenza being the thinnest, the Nkosi being the next thickest, like this way, like the scale thickness, is what I'm referring to when I talk about that. And then this has two larger scallops, whereas as you remember, the Nkosi has the two, and then it goes neutral and it sweeps out kind of like the Umanzan. And then the Sabenza doesn't sweep out like that. I wish I had all three at the same time to show you. So you see how Nkosi, two scallops, and then it sweeps out, and it has a similar butt to the Zan. And then when you go back to the Sabenza, let's get a side angle here. It just has that one small, subtle scallop here, it's very small, and then it drops down, and then the butt's not as obtuse. And this is a 21, not a 31. We need to go back to the 31s. There you go. No, that's a bad angle also. But anyway, you kind of see still the same gradual here, and then the butt here, and then the nice presence is thinner. And it's super subtle, at least from the three that I've handled, because I've owned all three. So I had the Nkosi first, then I picked up the Zon, and then the Sebenza. That's the route I went. Oop, I just totally trying to go back to the chat and I minimized it. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that helped. I don't know if that helped or not. And so sincerely, I hope that helped. Who do so? What's up, brother? How you doing tonight? I mean, outside of the way that the scalloping's done underneath, the each one steps up the thickness a little bit. And you can really, if you go straight from a Sebenza to an Umenzan, you can really feel a difference in the thickness, the scale thickness, and how hand feeling that is. So like your hand is open more with the Zon, and closed a little bit more with the Nkosi, and then closed even more so from the Zon to the Sebenza. I mean, it's subtle differences, not as big, but I think what confuses people is that the Nkosi and Sebenza share that same blade shape. That drop point blade shape is the same. You know what that makes me think of? So, 1 second. Oop, what did I do? I didn't want to go here. I wanted to go here. Here. Where was it? Let me close these. I got too many pages open. Let me reopen it. I'm wondering because you can usually find really good deals. Obviously, you can find really good deals on Reddit, but what I was going to check really quick is see if they have anything, Chris Reeves. Did I mess up? Chris Reeves. Am I spelling it backwards? I always do that. No. Why isn't it coming up? Well, I was going to check to see if they had any on sale on Blade Bench, but Blade Bench is not working. So never mind. Sometimes he can luck out there. I don't know why Bench isn't working tonight. I think that's the second time I've been on their website and it's just not working for me. All right, fellas. I think I'm going to call it 7 o'clock. I'm going to cut out, clean up, and then go grab some food. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great weekend. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.